Hey guys, it's Sam. Welcome back to my channel. I feel like it has been forever since I filmed. We were away last week. I don't totally remember, told you guys that we were up at the trailer for the week. And so I had pre-filmed a whole bunch of videos for you guys and was able to upload those through the week. But I ran out as of the video I uploaded Tuesday, which was the You Guys Shop My Stash video. So I knew I had to sit down today and film something. I asked what you guys wanted to see, and I did see the request. There was a request that I film shoot a video using only brands that start with the first letter of my name. There was one of, if you had $1,000 to spend on makeup, what would you buy? And I think a makeup of all the same color. Now with that one, I'm not too sure if they want literally all the makeup is the same color or the packaging is the same color. I'm gonna have to look into those, and that's why I'm not filming one of those today, because those all for me require a little bit of pre-planning, a little bit of research. So I will be filming all of those videos in the future, but for today I thought, I wanted a video that was kind of quick and easy to film, and it really made me just think I don't know about you guys, but I have these days all the time where I will come home from work, I'll get home at maybe, 7:45, and Tom will say, hey, so-and-so called, they want us to come have dinner with them. I told them we'd be at dinner for maybe 8:15. Can you be ready in that time? And you scramble and you just try and see how fast you can put your makeup on. So I wanted to sort of challenge myself today and see if I was gonna be able to do a full face of makeup in 10 minutes or less. I've seen this video go up on other people's channels. I can't remember if they gave themselves 15 minutes or 10 minutes. We're gonna do 10 because I think that is a very daunting task. Now I cheated a little bit in a sense that I have already pulled out the makeup I'm going to be using in this video, so at least the actual picking of products isn't included in this. But honestly, the reason for that is because I do have this backdrop up behind me and my makeup is in a drawer behind that, so for me to have to be going through the drawers and pulling makeup would be really difficult. So I've got a bunch of makeup. I've also already wet my beauty sponge just to make it a little easier. So we are going to go for a full face of makeup in under 10 minutes, and this is going to be hard because when you do this on your own, you just do it, but I have to do it while also trying to remember to tell you guys what I'm using and at the same time not chatting your ears off. So if this video is a little bit frantic, I apologize, but let's get into this. All right, so I got a little timer just using Google, and it is a countdown timer, and I just figured out how to do a screen capture using my editing software, which is going to be really helpful because I'm actually going to use it for another video I'm going to start filming today, but that will be kind of like a video that starts one day and takes a while to do. So I'm going to have a little timer in the bottom corner, one of these corners, so that you guys can keep track, and that is a live timer. I am starting it and then starting my makeup. So now that I've started the screen capture, we are ready to start this makeup thing. So we're gonna go in 3, 2, 1. All right, so the first thing that I'm going to do, we are going to use my MAC Strobe cream as kind of a moisturizer and a primer in one. It just seemed like the best way to go because it's got some hydration in it. It's also got some shimmer in it. So it was just one of those really easy, 2-in-1 kind of products, although the unfortunate thing is that mine is almost empty. So I'm really struggling to get it out. This is in the shade Peachlite, if I didn't mention it. I do love this. It works really nicely as a primer, really nice as just a moisturizer. You could just go out with this on your face. I really, really like it. I'm also going to be using a little bit of my Tatcha, the Silk Canvas. We're just doing that because I do have, some pores and things like that need to be blurred out, particularly right now. They're pretty bad just because I kind of slacked on my skincare routine while we were away. We were gone for, the whole week. It was a traumatic time for me going up to it. That story will have to be left for another day because I don't have time to talk about it right now, but I've already lost a minute. What's next? What's next? What's next? All right, next we're going to be using foundation. For foundation, I'm using it's going everywhere, my MAC Face and Body Foundation. I have the shade N5 right now. I just thought using the darker shade would work a little bit better because it might save me some time with bronzing. But as soon as I put this on, you guys are going to see it is way, way, way too dark for me. But because this is a very, very fluid foundation, it's very lightweight, very, very natural looking. Even though it is so dark, it does sheer out pretty well. Now this is not super full coverage, which I did kind of go into this thinking about, because for me, when I use really full coverage foundations, they take a lot more time to work in. This is kind of a no fuss foundation, at least as far as I'm concerned. It never, you know, goes on streaky or anything like that. I just love it so much. I do have it in a shade that actually matches my face, but like I said, for today, this was the decision that I made. I'm in such a panic right now. I hope I covered my whole face. I still have some left. I don't like wasting foundation. We're already a minute gone. There's no way that this is gonna happen. I have no faith. Next, we're gonna go in with concealer. I've got my NARS, whatever this is called, Soft Matte Complete Concealer. Put that a little bit under my eyes. And a few in the places that I need to cover. We're also going to be going in with 2 of the Radiant Creamy Concealers. I've got the shade Light 2 Vanilla, which is a little bit fair of a shade for under my eyes, kind of give them a brightening effect. And I have the shade Light 2.5 Creme Brulee, which I'm going to use kind of for more spot concealing. Gonna give that 2 seconds to tack down. While I let that happen, we're gonna use my Benefit Precisely My Brow to do our eyebrows today. Again, I think I chose this because it is quick, it is easy, it's in a light enough shade that it's kind of hard for me to mess it up. And it has a spoolie on the other end, so I'm not going to be fumbling around for a second eyebrow tool to comb my brows out. So that's good. Now we're going to go back and blend out some of that concealer. 4 minutes are almost gone. This is insanity. I should have given myself 15 minutes. I think I would have been a little calmer. But it is what it is, I suppose. Now we're going to go in with a setting powder. Of course, I'm using my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder again because it is going to be a no fuss kind of a product. It always works the way you want it to. And because it's translucent, if I put too much on or anything like that, like I just did on my chin, it's all gonna blend out nicely. So I'm just kind of putting that anywhere that I happened to put on concealer. I've got this all over me now. Okay, next we're gonna go into bronzer. For this, I am using my Too Faced Milk Chocolate Matte, whatever, Soleil bronzer. I picked this one again because it is a very light bronzer, a light shade, so it's gonna be really difficult for me to like overdo it, which was one of my fears, because sometimes when you're in a rush, you don't tap the brush off as well. You don't really think about where the products are going. Just like that. Blush, it really didn't matter what I used. I ended up picking my L'Oreal True Match. This is in the shade N3-4. I just picked this one out because I was using pretty much all high-end products and I wanted to mix in a little bit of drugstore, and it gives a really light flush. It's a lighter color, so again, a little bit easier just to slap on your face without worrying about it. For a highlighter, we're gonna use my MAC Soft and Gentle again because it's really, really a nice highlight. You can go big or go really subtle. It sits right where you want it. It's not a cream, so there's no extra blending out of a product. Okay, now we're gonna move on to eyes. I could cheat here and just do like eyeliner, but we are going to do a little bit of shadow work using my MAC Painterly Paint Pot to prime my lids. And the 2 shadow palettes, I'm only gonna use one actually, but I did pull out both of my mini Natasha Denona palettes just because they only have 5 pans each. I thought that those would be really easy to use, but we're only gonna use the mini Star palette. So I'm gonna take whatever, this lightish brown shade first, and I'm gonna buff that in the crease. I'm afraid to look at the timer right now. Ah, 3:43. Actually, I might be okay. We might be able to get this done. I feel like I could probably slow down a tiny bit, but we're gonna just fly with it. Maybe I'll have extra time. Let's just see. Okay, with a slightly more tapered crease blush, we're gonna go into the darker brown sort of a tone, and we're just kind of gonna lay that on the outer port. One of the reasons I chose this palette in particular, or it was either gonna be this or the Mini Gold, was because they're very neutral, natural. I'm really worried that I think that this brush had black on it from the last time I used it, which is why that came out so dark. Oh well. Anyway, they're very, very natural, so it would work for pretty much any kind of an occasion. You could, you know, make it super soft and light for just like a casual dinner, or if you needed to get ready for going out in a hurry, you could definitely make it more smoky and more sultry. You just could. It would just work that way. Next, I'm going to take, I don't know, let's do this like bluish brown and kind of just put it a little bit in the outer corner. It's starting to rain outside. Figures that like my only day off this week is it's like pouring rain. Then I'm going to take that really nice soft champagne-y color and just sort of pop it across the rest of the lid. Really easy, really subtle, really nice, would work for anything. Like I said, you could definitely make it a little more smoky if you had the time or the need for it. Sorry, I didn't realize I was off camera. Okay, for eyeliner, I'm going to use my brown, Mad Max Brown Kat Von D Tattoo Liner, or KVD Beauty is I believe what it's called now. I just thought brown, again, would be more forgiving because I'm in a rush. Sorry I get so quiet. I am normally quiet. It's really hard to talk and do eyeliner at the same time. Okay, for mascara, I pulled out my Hank & Henry double-ended one because, again, this was easier than getting two separate products. So we've got the little one to kind of separate and do the lower lash line. And then we've got the fatter end as well, which is going to help add some volume. Okay, for a lip color today, I wanted to go with something easy, something that was going to be forgiving. I have my NARS Velvet Lip Glide in the shade Unlaced. It's just a really, really simple, almost glossy kind of a product with just a little bit more pigment. I picked it because I thought it was going to cooperate. Now it's not. So with 22 seconds left, all we have to do is set our face. So I am going to do that now. And stop. All right. So with 7 seconds left on the clock, this is what we're left with. It is plain. It was simple. There was nothing creative or anything, but the whole point was that we did it in under 10 minutes. And my guess would be that if it got sprung on you in a real life scenario, one, you wouldn't be talking about what products you're using, so that might go a little bit quicker, but also even if you gave yourself 15 minutes, that extra 5 minutes would probably be the amount of time it took me to pull products out of my drawers. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope I wasn't too frantic. I hope, you know, this is a my viewer family approved makeup look. It is very, very simple, very, very natural, but honestly something I've sort of realized over the however many years I've been doing this and the however many videos I've been doing is that my sort of niche in makeup, you know, I'm not like the Nikki tutorials of makeup with these amazingly beautiful, super creative looks. There are certain people, you know, that I follow that just use color and, you know, different styles like wings and craziness and all this stuff. That's not really me. It's not what I wear. It's not like what I would wear out. This is what I would wear every day if I had to, no problem. So I love doing the creative and fun, colorful looks. They're fun, they're a change up, but for me, my safe place and my niche in makeup is a look just like this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for everybody who, well, I will say everybody, but the 2 people that asked for a particular video to come up today. They will be coming up in the future. Just keep an eye out for them. If you like this video, then hit the like button, comment down below. I love hearing from you guys. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. And I will catch you guys next time. Bye.